What's the difference between augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality? It is a range of experiences. On one hand, we have virtual reality, which is a total immersive experience where you put on a headset and you are disconnected from your environment. Everything you see and interact is a 3D generated object. And on the other hand, for augmented reality, you have a connection to your environment, like in HoloLens, and you have some extra information, maybe 3D or maybe audio information that's available to you, which is augmenting your reality. Also, we have mobile phone applications like Pokemon Go. You are looking through the glass of your phone and you're able to find 3D objects in the real world. And this whole range of experiences we call mixed reality. And short, it's called XR.
Yeah, hi, Frederick and Kevin.
Hello, Joe.
Hi. Yeah, it's your session today. You want to do a little introduction first of yourself?
Yes, definitely. Of course. Welcome, everyone. My name is Kevin. I have my good colleague with me today, Frederick, standing next to me. We work in NNIT as IT consultants, but are 100% focused on mixed reality agenda. Personally, I've had 3 years of experience within this field, and I'm in charge of developing the mixed reality services that we have, including the one that we will present in just a short while.
Yeah, and I'm Frederick, and I am the newest to the team. I'm a graduate here at NNIT, and I'm coming with a commercial background, but have been joining the MR agenda and have been included in a number of very exciting projects.
Great. Yeah, it's on you. You can start your session.
All right. We'll start by sharing it now. Let's see here.
So, Joe, can you see your presentation?
I need to edit here to the stream. Yep. Okay.
Great. We'll just start. So again, hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. And welcome to our session that we call Empowering Remote Experts for Auditing and Production Inspection. It's a title that is based on several use cases during COVID-19, where our customers was not able to travel, but still had a strong need for either auditing or inspecting their production as a license to operate. So yeah, let's look forward to having you. We look forward to having you the next 30 minutes. Please do ask any questions. We know that you will help us ask them to us, and then we'll make sure to answer them during the session here. So we've presented ourselves already, so we'll skip this slide here and simply jump straight into a video from Microsoft, a little teaser about the potential of HoloLenses as they see it and as we see it as well. So enjoy. So we hope you got intrigued by that little video. Nevertheless, we'll move on to the agenda. And these are the 3 subjects that we will run through the next 30 minutes. We will start off by talking about the elephant in the room. You got a little demo of it just before we went on live, but it's the confusion between the 3 technologies: virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. We'll try to explain the differences in how we see it from our perspective. Following that, Frederik will present our recent customer case concerning EPOS, who delivers high-end audio solutions designed for enterprise and gaming. And then lastly, we will quickly touch upon how NNIT sees mixed reality in regards to the future and what services we deliver to the market, along with the potential in future use cases as well. So let's begin with what is mixed reality in an extended reality space. So extended reality is the umbrella term for VR, AR, and MR. And they all residual, you could say, in this scale you see in the picture, from the physical world towards the digital world. If we start at the digital world, we look at virtual reality, which is a pair of glasses you take on, and then you're fully encapsulated in a digital world with no interaction with the physical world. If we then jump over to the left side with the physical world, we have augmented reality, AR. You are present in the physical world, but the way you interact with the digital world is through the surface of a smartphone or a tablet. And then the main difference from AR to MR is that you're also physical present in the physical world, but the way you interact with the digital world with a mixed reality device is not through a surface, but it's through the room that you're in, the world that you're in, that you can maneuver with objects and holograms in free air. We will show you a short video soon that elaborates a bit more on mixed reality. But let us just discuss what a HoloLens is. It looks like so that you see on the picture, and Frederik here will try to demonstrate how you take it on. So HoloLens has a lot of cool features such as hand sensors, eye sensors, head sensors. Besides that, it has a really cool pair of glasses below where the objects and holograms that Frederik can interact with is visualized for him. And he interacts with his hands in free air in the room that he stands in. Thank you very much. So the video that we talked about just earlier, we will show now, and it presents the application from Microsoft called Remote Assist, which is the application we also use for the customer reference case that allows for remote collaboration between an operator and an expert.
What if there was a way for employees to work together from anywhere, when everything is on the line? Employees are the heart of every business. It's their resourcefulness, ingenuity, and drive that get the job done. But even the best employees need help from people who aren't there with them. Now employees on site can work side by side with experts in remote locations. In an instant, they can share what they see, lend a helping hand, walk through the process step by step, helping solve problems in real time. This is a new vision for work. Now employees can work smarter and bring in the people they need with just a tap. They can troubleshoot, repair, and perform with confidence and speed. They can move freely, pull critical information into view, and stay focused on the task. Their hands free to do the work. This is collaborative problem solving at full speed. Your people, united across time and distance, more connected, more informed, and more efficient. Now employees can work together from anywhere. They can go there without being there. This isn't the future. This is here and now.
cool video from Microsoft showing the product. So equipped with a HoloLens and a remote assist application, you don't need to be there to actually be there. You can inspect and you can support operators at production facilities from anywhere, at any time, and as often as you would like. This actually also means that you can easily scale your expert knowledge and solve issues in real time, completely eliminating the travel time or at least reducing it. It also means that managers, engineers, and even audit teams can actually walk the production site without being on site, and they can pull in critical information into view. Now, Frederik will present to you the recent customer case that we've done within mixed reality.
Great. So I'm going to tell you about this customer case with APUS. And APUS is a producer of high-end audio equipment like headphones and speakers. And their production is located in China. And that posed some issues here regarding the COVID-19 travel restrictions. So just to back up a little bit and give you a sense of how this came about and how this problem really developed under the COVID-19. So back in March of 2020, Denmark went into a national lockdown, and soon most of the world's countries followed, and most of the world's borders were suddenly closed, and international travel was nearly impossible. So that posed to several of our customers, and that is regarding audits or inspections of their production or their suppliers or anything like that. So that led to one of our customers approaching us with this issue, and we set out to solve this with mixed reality. And that led in turn to the NNIT mixed reality service called Remote Audit and Inspection. And that is using this HoloLens to conduct these audits and inspection of the production lines. And APUS then hears about our new service here, and we start a project with them back in September. This is just to give you a sense of how this immediate problem had to be solved with this new technology. And so the challenge they were facing is that their production was located in China, and that because they couldn't travel there because of the restrictions, they got out of touch with their suppliers. And that created a lack of transparency into what was really going on their suppliers' production sites. And you get a little bit out of control, or you at least lose some part of control because you can't be there and stand in the middle of the room and look at your production line. And that can cause some issues because you couldn't either do the real-time problem solving that you would be used to when traveling there. And that could lead to longer resolution times. So how do we attack this challenge? Well, this is how we did it, and this is how we would approach similar project as well. So this is just to give you a sense of how could you on a more, let's say, challenge-based or business-based way attack this problem and see how can we use this technology to solve some of these real life issues. And so we use the Microsoft HoloLens to conduct the inspections. And first of all, we need to sit down with the customer and see what are their challenges and what are their success criteria for them to be able to use the technology appropriately and solve their challenges. So that's what we do in 1 week. And then we design this small project. And we set out for 4 weeks because then we can, in a very short amount of time, prove if this technology provides the expected value and if we can move on with it. So it's for an inspection process. And we need to test the network connectivity across different kinds of networks to make sure that we can get the level of streaming quality and audio quality for the inspectors to, on a satisfactory level, see what's going on and conduct their inspection. And likewise, the applicability needs to be assessed. And by this, we mean, is this HoloLens intuitive enough to use? Because it seems like very complicated technology, doesn't it? But is it intuitive enough to use for an operator in China to effectively be the eyes, ears, and hands of the inspectors sitting back here in Denmark at their laptops and viewing the work that the operator, their colleague, is doing in China? And likewise, is the interface also intuitive enough for the inspectors to be able to, well, communicate with their colleague and conduct this inspection to a satisfactory level. And we started with one Chinese supplier. All right, so after the first week of scoping, we then do some training and preparation of both the inspectors in Denmark and the operators in China. And this means that you both train them in their job sitting at the computer or wearing the HoloLens, but also that you switch the roles, because our experience is that you can learn your task with the computer, for example, but you might not know the other side of that interaction, that is how it is to wear the HoloLens, and likewise the other way. So when you see how you do it with the computer, if the operator sees that, then they can also get a sense of, okay, I might need to move slowly with my head, because if I move too fast, you're going to be seasick from looking at the computer. All these small things in training is very important to get a really good inspection and use this technology appropriately. Then we execute in week 3, and week 4 we then gather all the results in a report. And a very essential part of that report is the scaling considerations, because the whole essence of making a short project and testing the technology like this is so that you can test if you get the appropriate value and the expected value, and if this really works in practice, so that you would be able to scale this to the rest of the organization and really get the full benefits of the solution. All right, so we've talked about the challenge that it was facing, and we'd also talked a little bit about the solution, which is this HoloLens as the hardware, and the software is the Dynamics 365 remote assist from Microsoft as well. And it might seem like a very simple solution, because you have this HoloLens and you just call a Teams client and then you're good to go. And that's also the intention. It's supposed to be simple. But in fact, when you count in all the other parts, then it becomes a little bit more complicated. And there's so many things that you have to think about. And that is what we put into remote audit and inspection service. And so what you can take from that is that you need to experiment in how you operationalize the technology and how you train people, and also what are your intention of rolling it into your current IT setup. Some of those things at least. And so after this project, we have, or this short proof of concept, we have some quite happy engineers that see these benefits from the technology, and these are the COVID-19 specific ones, which is that they can now reconnect with their suppliers despite not having the possibility to travel there. And you can also get a live problem solving up and running pretty quick. You can just call them with the HoloLens, and thereby decreasing the incident resolution times and using this technology to support their daily operations. And that also increases productivity and in turn decreases production errors. So besides the COVID-19 specific benefits, we also have some more general ones that will still be here when COVID-19 hopefully leaves us soon. And this is better utilization of experts. And in this case, it was the engineers, because they do not need to spend a lot of time traveling back and forth between Denmark and China and elsewhere. And they can also be operationalized anywhere in the world at a moment's notice. And so that increases their flexibility and also their work-life balance, because if they have a burning issue back here in Denmark, but they still need to go do their inspections in China, they can actually be there two places at once almost, or at least have their colleague travel with HoloLens, or have even better have the Chinese colleagues put it on. So it really gives some more flexibility there, and which moves into the work-life balance as well. And lastly, it supports the UN sustainability goals and CSR targets of lowering CO2 footprints. All right, so just finishing off the timeline from before, we delivered the project back in October. And then here in November, our service became a proven Microsoft service, so that you can find it in the Microsoft portal and their catalog. So, but what we really want to have you take away from that is that this is a service that has developed throughout COVID-19, but it's also something that even Microsoft sees, and we do as well, as something that is going to stay a very relevant service and a very relevant way to use this technology. And so we really believe that that is a very future way of using this. And now we're going to move a little bit into our mixed reality offering. And again, what we want you to take away from this is that this is what we're focusing on, and it's also what we believe is the future and of this mixed reality offering or mixed reality technology, at least in the business world as well. So Kevin will take you through all that.
Yes, thank you, Frederik. And I agree that mixed reality is definitely transforming enterprises as we speak. This slide here tells the story. You could say maturity scale, where we start and recommend customers to start on the left side, working with remote collaboration through the use case that we just talked about, remote assist. And then you move on up towards the right whenever you get more and more mature with mixed reality in the organization, going into guided training and simulation for onboarding new employees that is much more effectively and, to be honest, also a lot more fun. Yes. So the way NNIT approach mixed reality in general is that, well, we are an end-to-end service provider. We do resell. We resell HoloLenses. We work with proof of concepts together with our customers. We can do pilots. We can help with business cases. They can help support the line of business towards the management. And then we can support whether companies want to insource or they want to outsource their mixed reality journey. And then we can help with support and training. And we have a partner ecosystem that helps develop new applications for the HoloLens if that's a necessity for a customer. The services or the offering that we have now consists of 6 services, which Frederik mentioned just earlier is the services and the focus areas that we believe in within mixed reality. And that's why we're explaining them to you, simply to let you see how we see the world for mixed reality. One being mixed reality as a service, where it's a service where we rent, secure, and fully manage Microsoft HoloLenses to customers for testing proof of concepts. The second service is called Mixed Reality Remote Audit and Inspection Service. It's a service that we deliver to APOS, the customer case we just mentioned earlier. The third service is called Mixed Reality Dynamics 365 Guides, GXP governance service. It's another application for the HoloLens. And what we do is that we focus on the regulated industries, primarily life sciences, to simply help them digitalize their standard operating procedures, their job instructions to become digital, but also interactive through the HoloLens. Our fourth service is the device management part. So how do customers handle devices in their organization? We can do support, and we do support already for customers of more than 150 devices. So we have some knowledge within this area, and this is definitely a very important part when scaling, as Frederik mentioned earlier as well. The fifth service is an enterprise governance service where we support customers that want to take in mixed reality in their organization in an ITSM focus, doing support operating model frameworks, advising on that within the organization. And lastly, we have mixed reality and vision and inspiration services, simply where we, together with the customer, do a show and tell, let them try out the technology, talk about use cases, maybe even proof of concepts from there. These are some of the logos that we've worked with just recently. We've been working with mixed reality since 2018, and it's the team of these mixed reality specialists that has helped out here in NNIT. And we have a pretty clear aspiration as an NNIT partner, which is that we want to be the leading end-to-end mixed reality partner within life science, healthcare, manufacturing enterprise, covering the whole value chain from procurement of devices, innovation to support of daily operations. Thank you very much for listening in. And York, we will be ready with questions if there are any.
Okay, let me check. I saw multiple likes in the YouTube channel, but I have no questions yet. But I think people can also raise questions afterwards on Discord or YouTube, and I think you will answer them.
Definitely, we'll be online until then, and then make sure to follow up on any questions that might come from Discord or YouTube. Yeah, definitely. Okay,
then I have just a playback video for the outro. Yeah, so. Great. Okay, thank you. Many thanks. See you.
See you.
Bye.